students. I would like to take a moment to introduce myself. My name is Allison Jones. Hi, class. My name is Allison Jones, and I don't want to. Hi, class. I would like to take a moment to introduce myself. My name is Allison Jones, and I'm going to be your instructor for this course this term. So, just a little bit about my background. I have been teaching for about 11 years, most of it online. I teach primarily communications courses. I have taught many communications courses ranging from public relations and persuasion, introduction to communications courses, speech courses, um, writing courses, and of course, this course that you are taking now. I really, really love teaching. It's just been my very favorite career and job that I've had. And so, as you would probably take from that, I have had some other jobs before this. Before teaching, I was a public relations professional. I worked for more than a decade in that capacity and did enjoy it, not as much as teaching, but I did enjoy it and learned quite a lot. I worked for a hospital, for a very large university, and for public relations firms. And that really did give me a lot of real life experience in the communications field that I do try to apply in the classroom. So, speaking of my classroom, I want to tell you a little bit about my teaching philosophy. My philosophy is to be highly engaged and very visible in class. So, you're going to see me in class just about every day. I post a tremendous amount of announcements and provide supplemental materials. I also try to post in discussion almost every day, and I try to respond to as many students as I can during the week. So I do really like to be visible. I also send quite a lot of emails. And so I will every week send out an email to you just to reach out and check in and see if you're okay, see if you have any questions. I also send emails just to let you know if you have not submitted your assignments for the previous week, that you are missing your assignments, and I'll give you the extended deadline for your late assignment on that. I also really like to send congratulatory emails to my students who did submit all of their work the previous week, because I know it took a lot of work and commitment to do that. And I also like to send assignment emails. So I know it's a lot of emails. So, and that can maybe be a lot. If it's something that you don't want to read, you can go ahead and just delete that. But many of my students find that to be very, very helpful and help them stay on track. And it helps us maintain a connection in the course, because sometimes that can be a little challenging in an online course. So that way, you know, I am really active, I'm involved, I'm paying attention to you, I see what you're doing in the classroom. And I think that can really help us establish that connection. So, also, I wanted to let you know I really do try to reach out to my students who are struggling and having a hard time. So, if I see that you haven't been submitting assignments for a while, I can see your grade going down, I will reach out to you and try to schedule a time that we can communicate by phone or maybe by some kind of webinar or something. And that way we can really talk about where you are in the course, what you need to do to make up your assignments. I really try to be as flexible with my students as I can be and help them as much as I can. I know many of you are taking these online courses because you're working full time, you have families, you have community obligations. So I know there's a lot going on for you, and I do try to really help and really work with you as much as I can. So, that being said, just to talk a little bit about my late policy, I do try to, like I said, accommodate as much as I can. My only real requirement is that you contact me before the deadline for the assignment, unless it is really a major emergency like a car accident, a death in the family, an extreme illness, a hospitalization. Obviously, in those situations, you don't know to anticipate those in advance. And so please let me know as soon as you can after those events if you need an extension for the assignment deadline. However, in most ordinary circumstances, I will need you to contact me beforehand. I'm not quite as generous about extensions for assignments if I don't hear from a student about the assignment, say 2 or 3 weeks after the assignment is due. So please take responsibility for your learning and for your success in the course, and contact me if you do ever need any kind of an extension. So that is a little bit about my classroom policies. And let me just tell you about my grading policies. I usually try to grade class discussions on the Monday or Tuesday after the deadline. And I try to grade the assignments on Wednesday or Thursday. Sometimes I go to Friday, depending on how many assignments I have to grade and how large and long the assignment is. But I do really try to grade within about 5 days. We are given 7 days to grade paper, so please keep that in mind. So if it's not quite been a week and I haven't graded your paper, just know that I may just need a little more time that week to grade your assignments. Late assignments, I do try to grade as soon as they come in. Once again, I do have a week to grade those, and so sometimes it really does take a full week to get to those late assignments because I always grade the on-time assignments first. And that could take, let's say till Friday for me to get all the discussions that were on time graded and all the assignments that were on time graded. And then I circle back and grade any late assignment. So if it has been over 7 days for either an on-time submission or a late submission and you have not received a grade, please definitely then reach out and contact me. Sometimes in our online course shells, the way they're designed, I don't get a notification that you have submitted an assignment. So sometimes I just don't see that it's there. So in that case, please do reach out and contact me. So I am always available to talk to my students. I'm always available to help. Send me an email. We can schedule a time to talk if you need to. And I really just look forward to having a great class with you and just look forward to getting to know you. And I really think you'll enjoy this class.